Danny Boyle is often known as the Dutch angle director. Not because he's Dutch, he's English, and the term is actually German. The point is, whatever you want to call it, canted angles, slanted angles, oblique angles, this is Danny Boyle's bread and butter. But what people might not realize is he's got more than one trick up his sleeve. He utilizes a variety of techniques to help keep his films fresh.
Oh, well, all I can say is ding dong.
In this video, we're going to look at a lot of his tips and tricks, but at the end, I still want to focus on one in particular, the extreme close-up. Now, I don't just mean the close-up, I mean the Danny Boyle extreme close-up. And other techniques. 1. Extreme wide shots. There are close-ups, there are medium shots, and there are wide shots. But with Danny, we're talking about extreme wide shots here. He wants to make sure the audience is getting the full scope of the picture.
Dogs run, they start to follow me. Hammer luck, some days they suck. When we live for the buck, we gut for the family.
2. Frame rates. A lot of directors have mastered the art of slow motion. Wes Anderson, I'm looking at you. But Danny spends his time using different frame rates and shutter speeds. There's his love for fast motion, which started right off the bat with Shallow Grave, his debut. But he also likes to shoot with different shutter speeds and lower frame rates, which you can notice in his later works. 3. Shots from above. Perhaps it's because he grew up religious, he was an altar boy, just like me, but man does he love giving us that God POV. I think it's a way of giving the audience a feeling of being omniscient, like we're the narrator, seeing more than the characters can even see. 4. Split screens and mirrors. Movies nowadays are often shot in 1.85 or 2.39 aspect ratio. To make it even simpler, most movies are shown as a rectangle, unless you're A24, who has a square movie just about every year. Mr. Boyle looks at the screen as an opportunity. If he can split the image to help convey a plot point, or an emotion, a way of thinking, he does not shy away from it. Let's look at 127 Hours. Aaron Ralston is a man who is always moving, always on the go, looking to the next thing. His mind is constantly split. Danny uses split screen the most in this film. 5. Writings and projections on screen. Trainspotting was the first time I saw him use this technique. It's usually only used once or twice in his pictures, but when it's on screen, it packs a punch. It's actually a technique many directors don't know how to use properly, I think, so they avoid it. Danny, however...
What did you want to bring her for?
You invited her.
6. Fantasy sequences. Mr. Boyle is a director who can do so many genres. A lot of people get pigeonholed, but Danny has been able to pull it off. He's made sci-fi movies, biopics, family-friendly movies, drug pictures, thrillers, mind-benders, musicals. I'm getting off track here. No matter how serious or grounded the movie is, he still uses these fantasy sequences to help illustrate that childlike wonder or that withdrawal moment with those inner demons, or whatever you call this. 7. The extreme close-up. I'm sorry I made you all wait so long, but it's my favorite. And besides the Dutch angle, I'd say this is his calling card. You see, with Danny, you don't just get a close-up. He pumps you right into the bloodstream of our subjects, places we normally cannot go. It's these close-ups that help show the audience the importance of certain objects. A phone call someone won't answer, a knife our main character forgets, the ringing of a doorbell. Oh boy, he loves doorbells. Other directors would use dialogue, but he is a visual storyteller. He even has a specific extreme close-up he uses in almost all of his movies. The eye shot. Often it's with a sliver of light shining on the eyeball. It strikes a chord in us that is hard to explain. Perhaps it's just that it makes the characters feel a bit more human. Even more impressive, Danny has used 6 different cinematographers throughout his career, and yet his style has remained throughout all of them. No matter what crew he may lead, his style is consistent. That's not easy, and it also shows the true importance of a director. When I was a kid and started learning about filmmaking, I wondered if the directors don't hold any of the physical tools and aren't in front of the camera, then what are they doing? Well, in the words of one Danny Boyle picture,
What do you do?
I play the orchestra. And you're a good musician. You sit right there. You're the best in your row.
thank you for watching.